There's only one move.
Shadows, ravage the light!
There's something truly magical about stepping back into the world of HD-2D. The moment I booted up Octopath Traveler 0, I felt that familiar mix of warmth and melancholy that only this type of game seems to capture so perfectly. But this time, everything feels a little darker, a little sharper, and far more personal. On the surface, it might look cozy with its painterly lighting and soft pixel art, but beneath that charm lies a story of vengeance, deep-seated pain, and villains so wicked you can't help but wait for their demise. What's wild is that this time the game makes it your story. The customization pulled me in ways I didn't expect, making the journey feel surprisingly intimate even with an ensemble cast. Whether you're a longtime Octopath fan or just curious about this HD-2D adventure, today I'm sharing my initial impressions about 40 hours into the game to help you decide whether this entry might just become your next obsession. Before we start today, I just wanted to give a quick update. If you saw my last short, you know I took a few days off to take care of my baby girl, my sweet dog Aria, who had some seizures and then had a little difficulty walking. So thankfully we're doing okay now. We've got a diagnosis and a treatment plan in place, and I'm excited to be back creating content for you all and just to have things kind of go back to normal. I also want to say a heartfelt thanks to all of you for all of your support, patience, and kind words. They really meant a lot to me, and I'm so happy to be able to engage with you, to share one of my hobbies with you, to have you around and just hang out with me. Okay, so with that being said, now let's get to this week's video. Hey friends, I'm Autumn. Welcome back to Cozy Cartridges, your channel for calm, nostalgic, and sometimes dark adventures in gaming. If that sounds like your vibe, grab a blanket, your favorite drink or snack, get comfy, and let's dive in. Now, let's talk about the story, because who says you don't play Octopath for the narrative? And no, you don't have to have played the first two games before playing this one, as it is a true prequel. The installment delivers a deep, dark tale of vengeance with truly wicked villains, while also weaving in a storyline of restoration that perfectly complements the first. Right in the prologue, your peaceful life in Wishvale is shattered when a trio of maniacal villains race the town to the ground, killing nearly everyone you hold dear for their own twisted amusement and gain. The stakes hit even harder in this entry because you can fully customize your protagonist from the very beginning, shaping not just their appearance but also the way you connect to their journey from, well, zero. After escaping into hiding with your childhood friend Sia, you return to the ruins of Wishvale, and the game introduces its second storyline, rebuilding your hometown. You search for survivors, invite new townsfolk, and gradually see the village come back to life. These two storylines, seeking revenge on those who destroyed your life and actively restoring your town, run in parallel and feed perfectly into each other in an incredibly satisfying way. What's especially brilliant is how the town building mechanics bring levity into some of the darker story moments. While the overarching narrative is full of pain, loss, and wicked villains, seeing your village slowly regain life, hearing new characters settle in, and watching small communities thrive adds hope and warmth. It balances the darkness with moments of joy, making the story feel richer, more personal, and emotionally nuanced. It's a fantastic combination of narrative and gameplay mechanics. Your actions in rebuilding the village have tangible effects on the world and benefits for your party, while your personal journey of vengeance keeps the tension high and your motivations deeply personal. By tying together personal stakes with town building, Octopath Traveler 0 turns what could have been a simple revenge tale into a layered, emotional, and strategically engaging experience. Before we dive into the highlight of the game, or any Octopath game really, which is absolutely the combat, it's worth taking a moment to talk about path actions, because they play a surprisingly important role in shaping both your journey and your overall strategy. Just like in previous entries, path actions let you interact with the world in meaningful ways, gathering information, receiving or purchasing helpful items, or even hiring townsfolk who can fight alongside you. In this prequel, you can also invite NPCs to move into Wishvale, contributing to your town's growth and making the world feel more alive. These actions add depth to the strategy layer of the game. The items you discover, the secrets you uncover, and the people you recruit all have direct effects on your progression and your combat readiness. Whether it's unlocking access to better equipment, bringing an NPC who can turn the tide in a tricky encounter, or simply stocking up on crucial resources, path actions quietly but consistently prepare you for what's ahead. It's a system that rewards curiosity and makes the world feel interactive and responsive. And speaking of systems that brings everything together, this brings us right to the combat, which is where Octopath Traveler 0 really shines. And boy, is there a lot to unpack here. If you're familiar with the break and boost systems from the earlier Octopath games, you'll feel right at home here. Every enemy comes with its own set of weapon and elemental weaknesses, and every encounter becomes a kind of puzzle. Identify the weakness, break the shield, and unleash everything once the enemy is staggered. Managing your boost points and ultimate attacks adds a delicious layer of tension to every turn, letting you decide when to hold back and when to go all in. One of the biggest differences in this entry is the 8-character party system. You have 4 members in the front row and 4 in the back, and you can swap between them at any point during battle. Think of this as a sort of pairing. That means you can pair a frontline attacker with a support unit behind them, switching them out strategically to restore HP and SP or to respond to sudden enemy patterns. It's incredibly dynamic, and it opens up a surprising number of tactical choices, especially in longer boss fights. Another major piece of the combat experience is the job system, and this is where the game offers some real flexibility. Every one of the 30+ characters you can recruit has their own fixed job class, which gives them distinct abilities and roles in combat. But because you play as a fully customizable protagonist, you get full control over your own job class. You can choose your starting job, level it up by learning job skills, and once you've learned enough skills, you can switch to a different job entirely, taking along some of the skills that you've learned from previous experiences. This lets you experiment with different playstyles, adjust your role in the party, and adapt to whatever challenge the game throws at you. Whether you want to be a frontline tank, a magic-focused nuker, a support unit, or something in between, the job system gives you the freedom to grow and refine your character exactly how you want. Taken together, the break and boost mechanics, the 8-person party swapping, and the flexible job system, this combat becomes an elegant dance of strategy and adaptability. It rewards careful planning and foresight while still being forgiving enough that a single mistake doesn't spell disaster. I would still recommend saving frequently, however. You can experiment, pivot, and discover new strategies as you go, which keeps even routine encounters engaging and makes the tougher battles feel incredibly satisfying. Combat isn't just a system here, it is the heartbeat of the game, and it's genuinely some of the best in the HD-2D series. Overall, Octopath Traveler is a fantastic experience. The story is compelling, dark, and personal thanks to protagonist customization. Combat is engaging without being overwhelming, offering strategy and challenge in equal measure. If you're looking for a story-driven, strategic, and visually stunning game that you can sink into for hours, probably for the rest of winter, this is definitely one to pick up. It's a game where your choices, your tactics, and your attention to detail matter, and that makes every victory feel earned. So those are my impressions about 40 hours into the game. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Have you played Octopath Traveler 0 yet? If so, are you enjoying it? And which job class did you start with? Let me know down in the comments below, as I always love hearing from you. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for weekly cozy gaming content. Until next time, may your towns flourish, your paths be rewarding, and your heroes always find their way.